Aloha and welcome. Here we are again. Third one running. Might be making some headroom. I hope so. Anyway, today's 3 or maybe 4 actually questions are simpler. I think should be simpler. We'll take a more of a simpler route in today's direction. I think in a previous video we went over what we want and what we need. Now along those lines, this question comes off the back of that. Do you know what pleases you sexually? The reason why I say that's a simple question is because it is, really. You know, you either like men or you like women or you like both. Without getting too deep, without getting political or anything like that, the whole non-binary, all this and blah blah blah, it's just chaotic, and whatever gets you motor running, that is who you are, right? You know, for me it's a female. I've been in a partnership for 7 years. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm a straight heterosexual male. There's no question, there's no second thought. Don't like Willie, I like my own, and that'll be enough, right? The reason why I say this is because last night, during my downtime, I'm sure a few of you have seen it, there was this video, but it was a video of this old woman and this chap, and there was some women behind her, and it was something to do with, you know, what sex are you or whatever, and the older woman, she says, he goes, okay, well give me a second, and she says, oh, here we go, let me pull up a chair. And I thought to myself, I just thought that is the point, isn't it? That is what it is. You know, let me pull up a chair. What perfect comment, you know. The comment was how she saw it and how she saw not necessarily just his opinion, but the whole aspect was it's a farce. It is a complete and utter farce. I'd seen another one. Again, I can't remember the channel where it came from. It was on Reels, and it was lesbian. There isn't two ways about it, right? But she was lesbian the scenic route. She was something like, oh, I am a heterosexual, straight, non-binary, bricklaying, woodworking, javelin throwing, absolute melt roundabout that drives a bus. I'm not going to get caught up on it. It was just a bit, it was a bit much. To me, it doesn't quite make sense. The thing that gets me is it doesn't do any good for young kids and young generation. There's enough confusion in the world without having to add some extra little bit of spice. It's not even spice, is it really? I say it's simple because to me it's simple, and that's my first question to you guys, to everyone out there. What do you think about the birds and the bees? Because it should just be about the birds and the bees, right? On to the next subject that I have. I was speaking to my partner, and I was speaking to my auntie about this. And the reason why I spoke to both of them, and I haven't spoken to anybody else about it since, is because it's I think it could be a bit of a funny subject. And I spoke to them two in particular because, one, I trust them, and two, they're from 2 different generations. So my question to you now is, do you think that we give rise to misogynists? When I say that, I say it in a way of, if you look at the way that we are as society, and again, I think I mentioned something similar in my first video. If you look back at years and years ago, women didn't show any flesh, and men didn't just go to, we weren't in a sense dogs, right? To put it bluntly, we used to try and entice women, woo women. But with the way that things are going and everyone being so open about things, and the way that you can just kind of get access to whatever you want, with the way that films and comics and whatever portrays women, and do you think that is society itself people, we have given rise to misogynists. There was a video that I'd seen yesterday, and it was, I've forgotten the name of it now, and it's this statue, and there's two of them, right? There's two statues in particular. There's one where there's a woman, and she's got her bronze breasts, and they're all shiny because of all the men that have grabbed them, touched them, whatever. And then there's the other one, again, I can't remember the names of them, I'm sorry. I'm not here to give you all these facts, I'm here for questions. But it's a chap, and his Johnson's all shiny, and his nose and lips are all shiny because they believe that kissing them increases love or gets you pregnant or something. I can't remember which one it was. We do sexualise a lot, it's human nature. Men certainly sexualise more than women, I believe, but women sexualise differently. Women sexualise in a sense of the idea of it. I think men are more physical to it, you know. But again, my question to that is, because of all the things that you see and hear of men committing awful crimes against women, rape and sexual assaults, and I've done my own deep dives. I've done looks into true crimes and things like that, and it's sort of like the cases that are against the women, the rapes and the sexual assaults. It's as if the man has had something done to him as a child or during his upbringing, which he feels that he needs to sort of take back or empower onto these women. Now, without getting too far off a subject, onto in the tangent, do you think that society causes men to be the way that they are? You know, there's all this, you know, we do in a sense put us foot down, and there was the whole U2 movement and everything else, but it's not, kind of like stuff like that almost isn't enough. But anyway, that's that one. Think on it, or and let me know what, because that one I'm curious to get your opinion on. I've had theirs, and if this goes somewhere, we can talk about that, absolutely. My last two questions. I did say that the first ones might be easier, but I decided against that. Sometimes I'll come with you some easy questions, sometimes I'll come with you like, what's your favourite colour? But we can't build off that, we can't discuss that. But talking of colour, we're going to go there. My question now is, my question to you is, does seeing a race make you a racist? Now, the reason why I say that is because I'm mixed race, right? But in today's world, who isn't? You know, with everything that happened in history, with the colonization of other countries, well, we colonized as well, you know, but with the wars, with just basic traveling, the fact that humans have never been locked into one location, and we've gone around for hundreds of years, thousands of years. There isn't one person. You were born in that country, absolutely, but you cannot, I don't believe for a fact that you're 100% from 100% just that. You may be born in Britain, you're not 100% English. You may be born in America. Not all of your blood is 100% pure blood American. Does seeing race make you a racist? Because if you look at somebody and the first thing that you notice is the skin colour, would that make you a racist? Sometimes I find it funny describing people. There's two girls. There's a white girl and a black girl, right? How would you separate the two? How would you describe them by skin colour? One with the afro, one with the red hair, one with the black shoes, one with a smaller waist. The reason why I asked that question is with the way the world's going, it's horrible, right? It's horrible to see someone through a race or see people as a race collectively in any sort of which way. And people are getting sensitive, so you can't just describe someone as that black girl there, that Asian girl there, that Chinese girl. You could get them wrong, right? You could be way off base. So that girl with the black shoes, you can say that. That girl with the third arm, whoa, don't pick out a third arm. Okay, so that girl with the red hair, yeah, but she identifies as she's got blonde hair. Well, no, she doesn't, she's got red hair. Do you know what I mean? It's a mess. And it's a big old confusing mess. And I think we need to take it a step back and simplify things. We're all human and we're all one species, right? Separated by countries, races, and just different identities and different cultures. It doesn't mean we need to invalidate their opinion or invalidate them as a person because of it. That is my one fear there. Finally, my last question to you, because this is the third video now of this series. I do intend to diverge and go off and do other things, but I want to spark up conversations first, and I want to, like I said to you in the first video, it's about transparency, and I want you guys to understand me, so then I can understand people better. And then I think in turn we can all understand everyone else better. There's a lot of tension. Anyway, my final question is, how do these make you feel? How do they make you feel? Do they actually get you thinking? Do you, if you watch this video, or any of them, you know, you might skip through it, you might watch it, you might think, oh, that's not me, but if so, you might not be at the end here. Anyway, the point is do they actually get you thinking on a level where you don't just think of an answer or you think of a retort? It's not something like that. We're here to communicate, but it's not a debate. It's not a right answer that I'm looking for. It's just, we're just here talking, opening voices and listening to people. But I would like to know, do you like the level of deepness that they're at? Do you think we could go deeper? I'd like to know the opinions of everybody. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I think we can do better. I really do. So yeah, as always guys, please look after yourself and please look after anybody else out there. Remember, you don't know what people are going through, you don't know what situations are happening, so just try and love each other and try and love yourself. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Come on, Douglas, we're going.